One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
You don't want to watch the show?
Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway.
Some muffins. Bet I get it in a second.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this
breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Green. Finds his man, it's Keith. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. They senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Kentucky. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He's got it on the outside. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a... Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
21, Kentucky, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. To the air. It's Green. Fires on the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to end. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Hill. Quickly out for the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab right down the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Working that left side now. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And the Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! He got a step and just dusted the field. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the...
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
34, Kentucky, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between them.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing the football, and you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like crazy.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Texas A&M 41, Kentucky 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Kentucky going quickly.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Looking for a man. It's Hill. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
It's complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he got loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play, the third play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goal post.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kentucky, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Back to pass, it's Green. Finds his target down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Texas A&M, 55. Kentucky, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
To the air, it's Hill. A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right?
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how...
Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This time he's got it. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last.